Alright, what's going on, y'all? Today we have another pre-market watch list. Today is April 29th. Today is Wednesday and it's FOMC. So, let's see what data we have today other than FOMC. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of data that's gonna come out in 30 minutes. Durable goods. Let's see, housing starts, building permits, U.S. trade balance. So a lot of pre-market data shouldn't affect us since we're trading options. But looking at this Q's chart, so yesterday we caught two trades. Let's see, we caught a long off the market open. Let's see if I can switch to a 5 minute. Oops. Alright, so to start the day we caught this long right here. I think my entry was about 656 maybe. I don't remember exactly what my entry was, but we pretty much caught this long, caught most of the move, made almost 200%, and then we also caught the 658.50 rejection. So I think I entered in either on this candle or this candle right here, and ended up selling kind of towards the lows, and that trade also did 150% plus. So some really good trades yesterday. I also caught an Nvidia trade, which I'm kind of sad about. This was my trade right here, and you can see how far it went. I think I got in at 220 bucks a con, sold at like 315 a contract. And I looked at these cons, and the price of them ended up getting to like 520 a contract. So definitely missed out on some profits, but it is what it is. But talking about today, you can see our chart starting to get a little messy for the week, which is what we want. That's fine, because our levels are playing out. We still have this gap fill box towards the bottom. You can see we did yesterday. We tested it, kind of played inside of it for a little bit, but we still never, like if we go to the 4 hour and we go on regular trading time, we still never really finished the rest of this gap. So we can keep that in mind. We can keep these lows in mind as some levels of liquidity to still fill the rest of this gap down to like 651, 651.80 to, we'll just say 651. If we get back in the zone and we see some bearish momentum, but we also have this gap to fill to the upside from our gap down this week. So this is another thing I'm watching. So really both of these zones are kind of like our playing fields. You can see we are on regular trading hours, so we can see these gaps. But my main focus today is going to be the 660 level. You can see that's where kind of this gap goes down to. So if we get above 660, I think we can squeeze up to our 662 level. Get above 662, we'll complete this gap fill around 663.50. And then we can look to take out Friday's highs, which is our 664.50 level, which we were talking about at the beginning of the week. And getting above 664.50, we could, possibly squeeze to 670. And so to the downside, also we can look for a 660 rejection. Like I said, this is our main level today, is the 660 to the upside. If we break above it, we're bullish. If we reject it and stay under it, we're more to the bearish side. And then, like I said, to the downside, we're mainly watching. This area is kind of a no trade zone in my opinion. You can catch some trades here, but I don't think no moves are really going to be just very clean. You can maybe do 657. If we fell 657 or 656.50, you could take a short back down to 654. But the 654 level is going to be the main watch. If we lose 654, like I said, we can complete this gap fill down to like 651.70 to 80. If we lose that, you know, we could see 651 to 650 possibly. And if we lose 650, we still have these targets, just like yesterday, we still have these targets down here at 645.60 and 642, which is some lows from last week. So let's just watch and see how the market reacts. Like I said, today is FOMC, so you know, hopefully we don't get a chop session all before that, and we can catch a good early morning play. I'm gonna be looking to catch a trade, get in and out, and be done until FOMC. I like trading post FOMC because that's when the volume kicks in. I don't like being in a position while FOMC is going. I kind of wait for those big candles to print, and after they print and choose the direction is when I start my trading for FOMC. The only way I trade FOMC is if we're like in the zone and I have a really good entry. So let's say the market pushed up to like 670, right? And I got in for a short, and in this short we ended up falling back down to, okay, well 670 is kind of crazy. Let's say we popped above 660, and for the rest of the day we remained under 660 and we were hovering around like this 658 level, right? I would get filled for, if I was filled in shorts at 660, I'd hold it through FOMC because my entry would be so good, and you know, usually I wouldn't get wicked out, and if I did, you know, I just get stopped out around break even. So that's the only way I trade FOMC. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't really gamble FOMC hoping to be on the right side of it because it's just not worth it the way they move the market. So also, let's just turn on some indicators. Hopefully y'all don't get scared by all the indicators. Looking at the indicators, let's go to extended hours. On the 1 hour, we're looking pretty bullish. We're above the 200 EMA. You know, we got a bullish order block coming from under us, above the 12 EMA. We are under VWAP right now, but VWAP's like almost by our 660 level. So 15 minute, kind of just a chop fest this pre-market, but we are in a bullish order block, so we'll see if we hold that. We're trying to reclaim the top of the 200 EMA, and on our lower time frame, which in my opinion doesn't really matter as much right now because it just looks like a chop fest, we do have a bullish order block. We're above the 200 EMA, so we'll see how we open up. Still got about an hour and 15 minutes, and we'll see where we go from there. Is there anything else I'm watching? I was watching this Apple short that I should have took yesterday. I was watching this 272 level, but I just hesitated taking a short. I was already up. What is PLTR doing? Love me some PLTR. PLTR sitting at this 140 level, which if it holds, actually I don't like the way PLTR looks. It needs to get above 141.50. Really 141.80 for me to trade this chart. But yeah, that's the watch for today. QQQ. It's FOMC, so trade safe. Let's see if we can make some money. Hopefully this video helped y'all. I'm finna start begging y'all for likes, so if this video helped you, leave a like if you made it this far, and let's continue to make this money.